I think we are live. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Mouse Madness. Episode 24, actually, if you can believe that. I can't believe we're actually 24 episodes in already. But welcome back. I'm just pulling everything up on my phone here real fast. Hope everybody's having a great week. I know we definitely are. And I want to thank you all for being here. For those who are coming in, I know you'll be here in a second or two. And I appreciate it very, very much. But we are back and better than ever. And we're going to have a good time tonight. I think we're going to talk, of course, well, we're going to finish our bracket tonight, hopefully. We have our second half and probably the ending of our bracket for the live action tonight. We have 32 teams left, but we'll get them all done tonight. I think we should be able to get it done for sure. But welcome in. Before we even get started, obviously, we want to say thank you to Dean over at the Live Place. Please check him out. They are theliveplace.com. They do family-friendly live streams throughout the week. All kinds of great stuff, Disney stuff, and other stuff too. So please check them out. We'd love for you to do that. Dean's a great supporter to our Disney community. He just does an awesome, awesome job of supporting everybody. So please check him out. Obviously, check out our partner channels. We have Steve over at Steve's World, who goes live on Mondays. He was live yesterday with a great stream. I think we had a good time with that. And, of course, he's with me on Saturday nights as well for our sports night, and also AJ from the Kingdom Times. Be sure to check him out as well. And let me say hi to a few people in the chat. We have the Jedi Balloon Master. Bax is here. Hey, Bax, good to see you. Hi, Kay, good to see you. Jelly's Journeys, welcome in. Glad everybody's here. Hopefully you guys are getting the notifications. Hey, my Disney Park Memories. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I appreciate you being here. And I'm just pulling everything up here real fast. I hope you guys are seeing these notifications, because I don't even see it myself. Isn't that terrible? Yeah, it was fun. No, I was just kidding all night long. Everybody has their different favorites for songs. It was just funny. I had a good time with it, though. It was a good time for sure. But I'm glad everybody's here. Welcome in. We are going to get started in just a second. And like usual, we are down to 32 teams left, or 32 live-action movies left to do. And we got it from 64 down to 32. So we're going to have a good time with it tonight. But I want to make sure we have a few people in here. That way when we do the voting, you guys are the votes. You guys make the decision, not me. In the past, it used to be me. But it's not anymore. Nobody liked that. And no, I was just kidding. I would try to do the deciding vote, but that was about it. But hopefully you guys are all seeing this as it's coming up. Did you guys get the notification? I'm just curious because like I'm going on my phone to try to find it and I'm not even seeing it. So hopefully you're getting the notification that I'm live. Let's see here. I'm going to go try it another way. I'm just checking to make sure that everybody else sees it as well, just in case. And if they don't, I'm not sure what's going on, but hopefully they'll see it. But I appreciate you being here. And again, we have 32. You did get it. Okay, great. All right, I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate that. And basically, again, we'll do just like everybody else does with their brackets. And we're going to finish up tonight. We're going to go ahead and get all the different matchups done. And we got some good ones left. We got 32 deleted, but we got 32 more to go. So we're going to get started in just a second. Hey, there's Steve. What's up, Steve? Everybody say hi to Steve's World, my buddy channel, partner channel. Be sure to check out his channel. Of course, he goes live on Monday nights. And he did an awesome job. That was a lot of fun yesterday, Steve, for sure. We had a good time with it. But, of course, we're finishing up, Steve, like I was telling everybody, we're finishing up our bracket tonight, our live action bracket. And we're going to get started with it right now. And we're going to start with our top left bracket. I guess that'll be up here for you guys. And our first matchup, and again, these are live action, so everybody's going to be different. We're going to have some old ones in there. We're going to have some new ones in there, which is really kind of cool. You know me, I'm Mr. Nostalgic. I like all the old stuff. But you guys make the votes. Hey, Chris, Disney World Adventures, welcome in. Joey's World, it's Joey's World here. Everybody say hi to Chris, and it's Joey's World. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday to you, too. Glad you're here. And we're going to get started here with our first matchup. Again, live-action movies. I tried to incorporate as many as I can. Disney has so many live-action movies. I could have done like Steve did and done 128. And we probably still wouldn't have got them all. but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to kind of keep just the 64. So our first matchup in the round of 32, we're going to have Pete's Dragon. And again, these are all live action. We're going to have, yes, thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. Hey, Brian, welcome in. Everybody say hi to Brian. Brian, glad you're here, buddy. Thanks for being here. But our first matchup of the evening is going to be, hey, Ray J, welcome in. I know it's early for you. Good morning. I think it's morning for you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Noah? Good to see you, buddy. Glad to see you, too. But welcome in, everybody. And our first matchup, again, we're doing Disney live-action movies. And you guys will be the ones who make the picks. I'll just be the tiebreaker, kind of like Steve did yesterday, and if it comes to that. But our first matchup is Pete's Dragon versus Oz the Great and Powerful. Pete's Dragon versus Oz the Great and Powerful. Now, that was the one with James Franco and Mila Kunis and a few other people who I can't remember. Hi, Melissa. Welcome in. Today's the presidential election over where Ray J is. How about that? That's pretty neat. How about that? That's cool. Steve, did Chris make 1,000 subs? Congrats, Chris, if you did, buddy. I didn't even see that yet, but I'm glad you did. Steve, you're my counter, by the way, again. You're good at that. I lose count. I can't keep up. But we've got some Pete's Dragon. We've got one for Oz. Two for Oz. 1,005. Hey, D, welcome in. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Glad you're here. I think it's D, or it could be Miguel, but thank you. I appreciate you being here. Good. Congrats. Everybody say congratulations to Chris at Disney World Adventures. He made 1,000 subs today. That's fantastic. Awesome job, Chris. You definitely deserve your, obviously a great supporter of this community and well-deserved. I'm glad you got there, buddy. Congratulations. Stay over 1,000. Don't fall back under like I did for 100, like we did for like 10 times. So right now we got 3-1 in favor of Pete's Dragon. 3-1 for Pete's Dragon. Yep, way to go, Chris. Absolutely. So, Melissa, you haven't voted yet. D or Miguel, I don't think you voted yet. Be sure to vote, everybody. Pete's Dragon versus Oz the Great and Powerful. Now, I have to admit, for me, when I was really looking forward to the movie Oz the Great and Powerful, and it kind of disappointed me. It's not that I didn't like it. It just wasn't as good as I was hoping it was going to be. Maybe because I wasn't that happy with James Franco being, I'm with you, Melissa, Franco being cast as, Oz. Maybe that was part of it. But, either one, it just wasn't great. Now, Pete's Dragon was okay. I didn't mind that movie. That was neat. I thought it was kind of fun. So 3-2 for Pete's Dragon right now. Oh, of course, everybody. I love The Wizard of Oz. That's a great one. That's a fantastic one. All right, so we have 3-2 right now. Fair enough, it shows. Well, absolutely. And that's what makes these brackets so much fun, is what one person likes, someone else may not. And that's what makes it so much fun. That's true. Pete's Dragon had a dragon in it. You're right. Flight of the Navigator. Noah, stick around. We'll come up with that. Hey, there's Miguel. Welcome in, Miguel. Good to see you, buddy. Jelly Journeys, go see Pete's Dragon. They did a remake. It's a live action now. It's got, like, I think Robert Redford's in it. It's pretty good. Chris, Phantom Gazer, welcome in, buddy. We are doing Disney live action movies. Disney live action movies. And this matchup, we're in the round of 32. And we're doing Pete's Dragon versus Oz the Great and Powerful. And I think right now, Pete's Dragon has the lead. I'm going to give everybody about another 5 more seconds or so. And then we'll get the votes moving forward so we can make sure we're on time tonight. Be sure to check out A Disney Life for Me. They're going to go live. I think, Dee and Miguel, you want to look at your reminder thing that you set up your event, because I think it says 1 a.m. But you might want to check that. But I think they go live at 10 p.m. tonight. Be sure to check them out as they do Aladdin versus Hercules. And I don't think I can be around for that one. Because I would probably get upset if things don't go the way I think they should. So I'll have to watch the replay, Miguel and D. I'm just kidding. But, all right, so we are moving on. Last call for Pete's Dragon versus Oz the Great and Powerful. Going once. Going twice. Pete wins. Yep. All right, so Pete's Dragon will move on. You're right, Pete, and that's who I would have voted for anyway. Okay, so the next matchup. Woohoo! I can't wait to see how everybody votes for this one. We have Hocus Pocus versus Maleficent. There's a toughie for you. Hocus Pocus versus Maleficent. How does everybody vote there? Hey, Richard Arjons, the legend. He's in the house. Everybody say hi to Arjons. Good to see you, Richard. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Glad you're here. Hope you can stay for a while. So we got a couple Hocus Pocus. Steve says Maleficent. Arjons, good to see you, pal. We miss you on Friday nights. It's not the same without you there. Miguel, Hocus Pocus. Kay, Hocus Pocus. Ray J, Maleficent. Chris, Maleficent. Focus Pocus. Brian, Hocus Pocus. Joey's, well, that is I agree. That's a tough one. It really is. Not for me. I know which one I would go with. I wasn't a big fan of Maleficent, to be honest with you. But I love Hocus Pocus. And Steve, where are we at right now with the count? Joey's World says Maleficent, she can turn animals into people. That's true. But so can Hocus Pocus. They turned the boy into a cat. I knew where you were going, Melissa. 8-4 for Hocus Pocus. All right, a few more. We got 15 in the house. Let's see, give it another 5 seconds here, and then we will move on to the next round, or the next matchup. Hocus Pocus. Yep, we have a black cat who's got just this one little patch of white right here under his neck. But our youngest son named him Binks, like Zachary Binks from Hocus Pocus. Cam, stop. Dog's back there eating his bed. I gotta get him to stop. He does. He looks exactly like Binks. All black, except he's got this one little patch of white right here. But he looks just like him. All right, so it looks like Hocus Pocus is moving on to the next round. All right, next matchup. And where's Noah? Because he was just talking about this. We have, hey, Angela, Pirate Princess Red, welcome in. Yep, a new bracket. We are doing Disney live-action movies. Disney live-action movies. So I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Our next matchup is going to be Flight of the Navigator, where's Noah, versus Swiss Family Robinson. That's actually a tough matchup. Flight of the Navigator versus Swiss Family Robinson. Hey, Peter P., welcome in. Everybody say hi to Peter. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Looks like I think this is your first time in. I appreciate you being here. If you haven't subbed to the channel, we'd be eternally grateful. Just like the little green aliens say, and we would love for you to hit that like button for us. Thank you for being here. Hope you're going to be able to stay for a while. We're going to have a good time. So, Flight of the Navigator versus Swiss Family Robinson. Two classics, to be honest with you. Flight of the Navigator is very good. I know where Melissa's going to go with this one. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, Peter, very much. I appreciate it. So, a lot of Flight of the Navigator. A couple Swiss Family Robinsons. Melissa, who are you voting for? We'll see your vote, too. Ray J says Swiss Family Robinson. Really, Miguel, you haven't seen either one? Oh, my gosh. Be sure to... There's your homework. Here we go. We're starting with homework already. Be sure to check them out. You'll like them. You like the old stuff like me, Miguel. You'll like them. They're fun. Angela says Flight of the Navigator. I knew Noah was going to say that. Flight of the Navigator for my Disney park memories. Yep. Well, the movie's even better than Swiss Family Treehouse, D. How about that? Melissa's funny. Hey, RVing to Disney. Welcome in. Everybody say hi to RVing to Disney. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. We are doing our live action Disney movie bracket. And we're in the round of 32. So right now, Flight of the Navigator's got an 8-4 lead. We're going to give it another 5 seconds. We are going once. We are going twice. And that's it. Flight of the Navigator moves on. Steve, did you get his vote for Pee-wee? So our next matchup. Oh, wow. Another. Oh, my goodness gracious. Where are Meg and Dougie when we need them? So here we go. Next matchup. Christopher Robin versus the Mighty Ducks. This is on record, folks. Dougie will probably see this. Well, actually, he may not. He may never watch this. But if he does, Youper Wisdom Videos, welcome in. Good to see you. I think this is your first time in, too. We definitely appreciate you being here. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel or hit that like button, we'd love for you to do it. And thank you for being here. We definitely appreciate the support. We are doing Disney live-action movies, and we're doing a bracket challenge. So welcome in. So we have Mighty Ducks, Christopher Robin, Mighty Ducks, only because it's hockey, Joey's World says. See you, pal. There goes the dog. Mighty Ducks, Mighty Ducks, Mighty Ducks. Ducks fly together for Miguel. So is that your pick? I'm just kidding. Disney Nerd Herders, Christopher Robin. Brian says Christopher Robin. Jennifer would disown me if I voted against it. Chris says, even though one of these has my name in it, I really enjoy Mighty Ducks. Fair enough. All right, well, that one was pretty easy. That actually, I thought it was going to be closer than that. I know everybody likes the Mighty Ducks, but I didn't think it would really run away with it the way it did. I mean, that's an 11-3 vote. That's a lot. We got 21 in here. We got a few others. If you want to vote, please do. We'd love for you to vote. It'd be fantastic. All right, so we are moving on. Mighty Ducks is done. So that top left bracket, I think that's the left for you guys. I hope it is. Maybe it's over here. The top left bracket is done for that round. So we got that done. So we're going to go to the top right bracket now, whichever way that is for you guys. And we're going to have our next matchup is going to be, oh, this is going to be a good one. The Black Hole, and that's an old one. That's actually an old sci-fi movie for Disney, versus the Love Bug, Herbie. So Herbie, basically, Herbie the Love Bug versus the Black Hole. So who moves on there? That's a tough one. For me, it's a tough one. I actually enjoyed both of these movies. I probably enjoyed the Love Bug a little bit more, but the Black Hole, for its time, was a fun sci-fi movie that you didn't get a lot of back then. So the Black Hole for Brian, Love Bug, Love Bug, Love Bug, Love Bug. Disney Nerd Herder says the Black Hole. Noah says Love Bug. RVing says Black Hole. Herbie all the way for Joey's World. Disney Park Memories and Arjon say the Love Bug. We definitely got a lot of Love Bugs in there. There's a Youper Wisdom says the Black Hole. Chris says Herbie drives into the Black Hole. Well, then that means the Black Hole wins because nothing beats a Black Hole. D, you haven't seen either one of these? Okay, that's your homework for this weekend. Jelly Journey, you haven't seen them either? Oh my gosh, these are some pretty good movies. Again, they're older movies. They're not, they're not the newer ones, but they're fun. They're fun live actions for their time, I think. Angela, what did I miss? I didn't see what you did there. What'd you do? What'd she say? I missed it. Oh, the emojis. I got it now. I do see it. The Love Bug. That was good. Yeah. It takes me a minute. I'm sorry. Melissa would have got it right away. Melissa hasn't seen them either. Well, it doesn't matter. It looks like the Love Bug's moving on. I've seen part of Herbie. There you go. Jelly's Journey. You haven't heard of the Black Hole? Look, it's not going to win an Academy Award. But it's fun. It's a fun movie. Be sure to check it out. But for this bracket, it is eliminated. It is gone. So the Love Bug moves on. Our next matchup, oh, this is a tough one. I think I know which way Melissa's going to go, but Melissa's going to have a hard time with this one. We have Enchanted. That's the one with Amy Adams and Patrick Dempsey. Enchanted versus Saving Mr. Banks. Enchanted versus Saving Mr. Banks. That's a tough matchup, actually. Enchanted versus Saving Mr. Banks. Another good matchup, though. I think I've seen both of these movies. I think they're both fun. Enchanted was a good, fun movie. Good music in that movie. But Saving Mr. Banks is just one of my favorite. That movie really surprised me and how great it was. I was not expecting it to be that wonderful, and it was. It was pretty darn awesome. So we have Enchanted, Saving Mr. Banks, Mr. Banks, Mr. Banks. Jelly's Journey says she loves both, but she's going with Mr. Banks. Noah says, hands down, Enchanted. How about that? Well, they are on opposite ends of the spectrum, for sure, Melissa. They are. Miguel says, Mr. Banks. Dee says, I love all the songs in Enchanted, but Saving Mr. Banks is a powerful film. I agree. I think it's a great film, to be honest with you. Oh, my God. Angela, you haven't seen Saving Mr. Banks? You have to go watch that. You can leave cancel the stream. Angela, go watch Saving Mr. Banks. You're going to love it. It's really good. Joey's World says Saving Mr. Banks. 6-6. Oh, my gosh. Dee's going with Saving Mr. Banks. So right now, canceled. Exactly. So where are we, Steve? Is it 7-6? If I'm not mistaken, I think it's cancel the stream. Yep. Arjon's Enchanted is fun. It's a good movie. They have some fun songs in there too. Like That's How You Know. I think that's one of the best songs in that movie. It's a lot of fun. I know. Lots of homework tonight, I'm telling you. Chris says Enchanted. All right, well, it's 7-7. If I have to break the tie, I already know which way I'm going. So I'm going to let somebody else see if we have. So we have 14 votes, but we have 19 in here. So if you're in here and you haven't voted, I'm going to give it 5 seconds, and then I'll do the tiebreaker. Because I haven't voted yet. Yes, that's exactly what that movie is basically doing, Jelly's Journeys. You're right. It's like kind of poking fun at the princess movies. Yep. But it's a lot of fun. It's a fun movie. But Saving Mr. Banks is just wonderful. It's incredibly well acted. They have a lot of stars in it. It's history. It's real. I love that movie. If I'm going to sit down and watch one, it's going to be Enchanted. Okay, Chris, that's fair enough. But I think you'd enjoy Mr. Banks better. Melissa, you got to vote. Come on, hurry up. Disney World Adventure says Enchanted. Steve's World says Enchanted's up right now. I get homework. You get homework. Everybody gets homework. Come on, Melissa, you got to vote. Hurry up. 5 seconds. 4. Yep, it looks like that's where we're going to go because Melissa hasn't voted. 3. Oh. All right, so she picked Saving Mr. Banks. Late but here. Hey, Shep family, welcome in. So Shep family, comes down to you. Saving Mr. Banks versus Enchanted. Who's your pick? Wow, how about that, Miguel? I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Hey, Alex Downs, welcome in. Good to see you. Everybody say hey to Alex, too. Shep family, glad you're here. Shep family, there it is. Saving Mr. Banks. And I would have voted for Mr. Banks as the tiebreaker. So that's the last one. So the Saving Mr. Banks moves on. Barely. That was really close. I think that's been our closest one yet. But Saving Mr. Banks moves on. 23 watching. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Voting's closed. Our next matchup is going to be... Who do we have? Did they win, Steve? Did you miscount? Let me know if be sure, or is he kidding? I can't tell if he's kidding or if he's telling the truth. Just let me know. If we have to change it, we'll change it. Oh no, okay, he's kidding. Our next matchup, another good one, but 2 old movies here. We have The Parent Trap, the original with Haley Mills, versus 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea with Kirk Douglas. Bad partner channel. Not at all. So 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea versus The Parent Trap. Who does everybody vote for there? I think Brian Keith was in that originally. I think it was Brian Keith. Or was it David Keith? I think it was Brian Keith. Was the dad. Parent Trap, 20,000. Parent Trap. Peter, be sure to check them out, especially 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Actually, both. Parent Trap's a lot of fun, too. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is a good adventure film, if you're into that. Yeah, I understand if you have to go. 20,000, Parent Trap. A lot of Parent Traps. I'm surprised at that. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is like classic Disney. I mean, they used to have a ride, for crying out loud. But I totally get it, because Parent Trap is, it's fun. That's a good movie. Let's get together. Yeah. That's exactly right. But Angela sings the song 20,000 Leagues to the Ride, but she's going with Parent Trap. Hey, more sunshine, please. Welcome in. Good to see you. Peter's voting for Parent Trap. Chris, I know they're way under the sea. I'm telling you. 10-4 Parent Trap. I didn't think Parent Trap would win this one. I thought Jelly's Journeys. I agree. I really thought that on this one, that 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea was going to win. I really, really did, but it's not even close. Arjon says Parent Trap as well. So there you go. Parent Trap moves on. That's kind of an upset to me. I think that one's an upset for sure. All right, let's move on. Next one. Ooh, here comes another toughie. Where's Melissa on this one? We have The Jungle Book, the live-action Jungle Book, versus Muppet Treasure Island. Jungle Book versus Muppet Treasure Island. How does everybody vote on that one? Steve, I know what you mean, man. I was upset with a lot of results last night. But it wasn't my stream. The Jungle Book versus Muppet Treasure Island. Chris says, Muppets anything. Yeah, exactly, D. That's exactly right. What? Miguel, what do you mean you can't stand Muppet movies? That's it. Cancel the stream. I'm just kidding. Are you serious, man? Melissa, Miguel didn't mean it. Muppets, Jelly's Journey says Muppets, even though I haven't seen it. Joey's World says Jungle Book, we love animals, and Bill Murray and Christopher Walken. That's true. Yep, they're both real good. Disney Nerd Herder says Avery votes Muppets too. It's true, D. Miguel, some things keep to yourself. Don't say it. You lose subs that way. Trust me, we know. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Meg, welcome in. Meg's in here, everybody. Say hi to Mickey's Magic. Good to see you, Meg. Meg goes live tomorrow night, Wednesday at 8. Be sure to check Meg out. D says, for the record, Alex loves Muppet babies. That should balance my husband's opinion. It helps. It definitely helps, D. Alrighty, so where are we? Steve, where's my counter? Where's my designated? I'm the Slash King. Steve is the Count King. Steve is the Count. What's his name from Sesame Street? The Count. That's who he is. Steve, where are we? Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Jungle Book's winning, though. Muppets won? Okay, there you go. Steve's just to the point. He says, Muppets won. Just move on, Walt. All right, so the Muppets win. That's kind of, I think that's an upset. Melissa said she loves you guys too much. All right, so Muppets move on. I think that's an upset. 10-5. Wow, they beat it by that much, too. That's surprising. All right, so top right-hand bracket is done. Victory for Tim Curry. That's exactly right. Long John Silver moves on. So the next matchup, bottom left bracket now, we have Cinderella versus Cool Runnings. Cinderella versus Cool Runnings. Oh, Chris, I agree. I would have picked Muppet Treasure Island. I wasn't a big fan of Jungle Book, but I didn't think it was going to win by that much. Meg says Miracle. I'm sorry. Is Zippity Doodad in here? I didn't even see him come in. Zippity Doodad, hey, welcome in. I'm sorry. My apologies. I didn't even see you. I'm sorry about that. But I'm glad you're here. Everybody say hi to Zippity Doodad. Good to see him. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Lots of cool runnings. Got a Cinderella from Zippity Doodad. Cool runnings, cool runnings. Peter says he's only seen Cinderella. Cool Runnings is fun, Peter. You'd like that. It's got John Candy in it. It's a fun movie. Cool Runnings, cool runnings. Yep. Joey's what you're right. John Candy. God rest his soul. I love him. He's so fun. Cool Runnings, cool runnings. All right, well, this one's pretty easy then. All right, so Cool Runnings is going to definitely move on. Yeah, Melissa loves John Candy. He's great. I love John Candy. He's one of my favorites. All right, so Cool Runnings moves on. That one was kind of easy. That one was a quick one. All right, the next matchup, I think this one's going to be kind of easy too, to be honest with you. We have Into the Woods versus National Treasure. Nope, Meg Miracle didn't win. One of these days, we're going to have to talk about the real Miracle on Ice 1980. I have to talk about that one time. I'll never forget that. But we have Into the Woods versus National Treasure. Into the Woods versus National Treasure. Yeah, I agree with you, Melissa. We never even saw Into the Woods. I didn't hear anything good about that, though. John, welcome in. Everybody say hi to John Hazelton. John, it's good to see you, buddy. Meg, I was alive for that. Let me tell you what. That was awesome. I have to tell you the story behind that one time. That was an awesome, awesome time in American sports history. It was amazing. I was 10 years old. I remember it. It was pretty awesome. So far, National Treasure is just crushing it. Into the Woods is not coming out of the woods, and they are staying where they are because they are not moving on. Yep. Yeah, that's right. You did try to watch that. That's right, Melissa. You said you didn't like it. So there you go. Disney Nerd says, lucky the girls aren't here or they would have voted Into the Woods. All right, so Nick Cage moves on, Meg. You're right. Next, two fun movies. One old, one semi-old. We have Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Angela Lansbury. Disney classic. Fun. Very old movie, though. Versus Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So Bedknobs and Broomsticks versus Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Who does everybody pick there? Bedknobs and Broomsticks versus Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's actually a tough matchup. Have any of you actually seen... Okay, Disney Nerd Herd's Bedknobs and Broomsticks. And I was actually surprised that Bedknobs and Broomsticks got out of the first round. And, yeah. Jelly Sharks, I think both of these movies are very good. Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. Meg, I saw that. That was actually fun. Honey, 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 honey. Meg says she's going to try hard to stay awake. Bedknobs, Bedknobs, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Yeah, Chris, that playground was fun. I agree. Arjon says, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Jellies loves them both. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Disney Nerd says you gotta go with Shrunken Kids. Disney Park Memories, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Miguel says, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Noah says, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Melissa, did you vote? I didn't see a vote from you. Maybe. Oh, you did. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I'm sorry. All right. Well, it looks like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is going to move on. Going once. Going to give everybody another 3 seconds here. Yeah, it looks like it. I agree, Steve. D, thank you. Hope to see you later, too. Thank you for stopping. Everybody say goodbye to D. D's going to head out. I know she's working. I appreciate you being here. So, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids moves on. And the next matchup, this is a good one. This is kind of a fun one. We're going to have The Game Plan. That's the one with The Rock. Steve's favorite. That's one of his favorite actors. Versus The Princess Diaries. So, The Game Plan versus Princess Diaries. Hey, Nathan Rita, welcome in, buddy. I didn't even see you. I don't know if you were in here early, but welcome in. Everybody say hi to Nathan. So, The Game Plan versus Princess Diaries. That's all right, Chris. I'm just glad you're here, buddy. Thanks for being here. Steve Steve says The Princess Diaries. Peter says The Game Plan. Meg says, of course, The Princess Diaries. Arvine says Princess Diaries. I know, it is hard. It can be. Disney Nerd Herder says Princess Diaries. Chris says, matchup of two movies I'll never watch. They're okay. I've seen both of them. They're fine. Yeah, I like The Game Plan. It was fine. It wasn't horrible. It's not, I mean, it's not great TV, but it was fine. Princess Bride. I wish it was The Princess Bride. Princess Diaries, 10-1. Oh my goodness gracious. Princess Bride, let me tell you what. I can almost, Melissa and I can almost quote that movie verbatim. I love that movie. I do too, Meg. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Maybe one of the best lines ever. All right, so Princess Diaries is moving on with The Princess Bride. Inconceivable! You wish. As you wish, yes. As you wish. As he's falling down the hill. Because she pushes him down. Inconceivable, I know. Are there rocks up ahead? If there are, we all be dead. No more rhymes, I mean it. Anybody want a peanut? Steve says, I kid you not, that was the name of my first team last year in fantasy team last year, the Inigo Montoyas. Oh, Chris, I'd love to have that. That would be awesome. All right, our next matchup. Maybe we'll have a Princess Bride stream one night. That'd be fun. All right, so now we're on to our bottom right-hand bracket, and we are doing, the next matchup is Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe versus Mary Poppins Returns. That's actually really tough. Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe versus Mary Poppins Returns. Who does everybody pick there? Narnia versus The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Miguel, can you tell me how my team's doing? I haven't even looked at it. Isn't that terrible? I've been too busy. I haven't even looked. I agree, Chris. That's a good idea. Have a combined Princess Bride and Spaceball stream where we just quote things for an hour. That'd be awesome. Mary Poppins, Narnia. Narnia for Peter. Narnia. Narnia for Jellies. Kay. Noah. Arvine. Chef Family. No problem, Chef Family. We appreciate it. Hope he's okay. Hope they're okay. Narnia. I don't know how I'm 2-0. I drafted well, I guess. I haven't made any moves. Narnia. Hey, Christy's Corner. Welcome in. Everybody say hi to Christy. Christy, welcome in. We're doing our live action bracket. Brackets are the rage right now on our YouTubes. Everybody's doing brackets. Jellies, no problem. We'll be here. All right, so Narnia moves on. That one was kind of easy. So Narnia moves on. There's a burp. Excuse me. That's a Rob Fuzz burp, sponsored by D&G Explorers. Our next matchup. Oh, where's Angela? Okay, Angela. The next matchup is Tron versus Pirates of the Caribbean. Tron versus Pirates of the Caribbean. Tron versus Pirates. Curse of the Black Pearl. It's the first one. No sequels. Just the first Pirates. So what does everybody pick there? Tron versus Pirates. I think I know how this one's going to go, but I'm going to ask. Pirates 100%. Disney Nerd Herders and RVans picks Tron. Look at that. Meg picks Lyrates, but I think she meant Pirates. Did Steve pick Tron? Oh, he did. How about that? Steve's just being different tonight, I think. Angela says, "Arg, a pirate's life for me." Chris, everybody's entitled to their opinion. 8-4. That is closer than I thought it would be, though. Melissa did like Tron Legacy. Tron Legacy was fine. Oh, 8-5. 8-5. How about that? My goodness. Pirates over Tron for Noah. So it's 9-5. So we're at 9-5 right now. Jelly yells Pirates from across the room. Kay Atwood goes to a Pirates. So 8-6 for Avery. Avery. All right, so it looks like 9-6. Okay. All right, so it looks like Pirates of the Caribbean is moving on to our Sweet 16. So we're moving quick now, guys. All right, last two matchups for the round of 32, and then we're down to 16 left, which would basically be 8 matchups, so it won't be long. All right, so our next matchup is Popeye. Oh, 10-6, 10-7. Do we still have people voting? Steve, was that it? Did Pirates win it? Oh, there it is. So More Sunshine, Please is probably going to close this one out. 11-7. Pirates gets the win. We are now moving on to our next matchup, which is Popeye versus the Santa Claus. I think this one's kind of easy, but Popeye versus the Santa Claus. Popeye, of course, was Robin Williams. I think it was 1980 or 81 when that movie came out. And, of course, the Santa Claus is with Tim Allen. Yep, Pirates wins. Zippity Doodad picks Pirates just to put like icing on the cake. Thank you, Zippity Doodad. Appreciate it. So, Popeye versus the Santa Claus. Oh, Melissa, this one shouldn't be hard for you. So far, we've got all Santa Claus. There you go, Melissa. Good job. Yeah, Popeye was a fun movie for its time, but the Santa Claus is such a classic movie. Zippity Doodad with the Popeye vote. Look at that. So Popeye's going to get at least one vote. Hey, James Garcia, welcome in. Good to see you. Everybody say hi to James. Glad you're here. Be sure, everybody, if you could, please, everybody, please give us a thumbs up on this video. It's very, very important to the stream. Definitely helps. We appreciate it, and we definitely appreciate you being here. I hope you guys are having fun. We're having a good time with it, and we're moving on. I'm strong to the finish because I eat me spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Doot, doot. But Popeye is not moving on. It's going to be the Santa Claus. So there you go. The Santa Claus moves on. Zippity Doodad says he was Popeye for 3 straight years in Halloween. That's pretty cool. Nice. Who do we have next? Oh, here we go. Next one. Last one for the round of 32. No encore for me, Steve. We have the Muppet Christmas Carol. The Muppets are in here twice. The Muppet Christmas Carol versus Bedtime Stories. Who do we pick there? Muppet Christmas Carol versus Bedtime Stories. Tough matchup. Yeah, Popeye probably should have ate more spinach. I don't know if he would have got the votes, though. He probably still wouldn't have got the votes. 28 in the house. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Definitely means a lot. I'm honored that you would spend your Tuesday nights in here with me. I appreciate it very much. I hope you guys are having fun. I'm definitely having a blast bringing this bracket to you. And at the end of the night, I'm going to talk about my next bracket that I'm getting together. I think you guys will like. So Muppets so far, a couple bedtime stories. Jelly's Journeys hates to do it, but she picks bedtime stories. Bedtime stories for Jetty for Bax, as he says hi to our Johns. So where are we, Steve? Light the lamp, not the mouse. Or not the rat. So, Chris, are you saying you're not voting for the Muppets? I'm just kidding. All right, so Muppets moves on. So there we go. Round of 32 is done. And we are down to our final 16, our sensational 16. So here we go. 16 left and 8 matchups coming up for you. The next matchup, everybody, now we're down to 16 movies left. Our next matchup, we're going back to the top left. We have Pete's Dragon again versus Hocus Pocus. I think that one's, I think I know how this is going to go. Pete's Dragon versus Hocus Pocus. Gore says he would get his stuffed animal out to yell, but he's packed for the move. Jeff, welcome in. Everybody say hi to Dole Whip Dad. Jeff, welcome in, buddy. No problem at all. Just glad you're here. Thank you for being here. So Pete's Dragon's off to a big start with 2 straight votes. Look at that. Yes, it is a question, Meg. You have to vote. Meg, Pete's Dragon's already got 2 votes right out of the gate, but it looks like Hocus Pocus is moving on. I won't tell her, Jeff, I promise. Kay, RVing, R-Johns, James, Meg, everybody is picking Hocus Pocus right now. More Sunshine, please, picks Pete's Dragon. There you go. So 11-3, Hocus Pocus for the moment. 12-3, because Meg's got Hocus Pocus picked, or 11-3. I guess that was her vote. Okay, 11-3. Looks like Hocus Pocus is going to move on, guys, at this point. We only have 14 votes. We have 26 people in here, but only have 14 votes. Let's get a few more votes in here. All right, so it looks like we're going once. Unless I see a couple more come up for Pete's Dragon, it looks like the dragon is going to fizz out. Skipper Jeff. Yes, he is. For those that haven't seen it, Jeff was very, very nice to invite Melissa and I to his DizTube last Sunday. We had a great time with it. A couple technical difficulties at the end. But it actually made for fun. Be sure to check that stream out. We had a good time with it. Jeff was very gracious and a wonderful host. And we had an awesome time, and I hope he did too. But check that video out on his channel. And we had an awesome time with that, Jeff. We, again, appreciate you inviting us on. All right, so let's move on. We are moving on. Hocus Pocus moves on to the Awesome 8. Mouse Talk took over the stream. We kind of did, but it wasn't on purpose. All right, so Hocus Pocus moves on. Yeah, the Gremlins beat it up. It certainly did, Jeff. No, we did. We had an awesome time. So our next matchup is... Oh, Angela, thank you. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Everybody say good night to Angela. Angela, we'll let you know how Pirates does in the end. And thank you for being here. Hey, Isaac Nail, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Everybody say hi to Isaac. Our next matchup, Flight of the Navigator versus the Mighty Ducks. Meg, this is where you need to vote. Flight of the Navigator versus the Mighty Ducks. And we'll try to move these along pretty quick now because I want to try to get this done tonight because within the next week or so, I'm going to start a next bracket that I think everybody's really going to like. Meg's picking Flight of the Navigator. I'm just kidding, Meg. Mighty Ducks, Mighty Ducks, Mighty Ducks, Mighty Ducks. Oh my, we're off to a good start here. Flight of the Navigator, there's a couple. All right, Mighty Ducks, Hockey Ducks. There's another Navigator. Good, good, good. Looks like Mighty Ducks is going to move on, though. We got a lot of votes for the Ducks, 8-3. All right, we only got 11 votes, guys, 8-4. Come on now. We got like 28 people in here and only 12 votes. Let's try to get some more votes out there. There's John's voting. Duck, duck, goose for backs. More Sunshine voting 11-4. Okay, Mighty Ducks another one. So it looks like at this point the Mighty Ducks is moving on. And Flight of the Navigator is flying home as the Ducks move on. There you go. 13-4. All right, so Mighty Ducks and Hocus Pocus move on in the top left bracket. Let's go over to the top right bracket, and we have The Love Bug versus Saving Mr. Banks. The Love Bug versus Saving Mr. Banks. Everybody vote for that one if you could. And we are moving right along, too. Thank you, everybody, for hanging in there. We got 26 still here. I definitely appreciate y'all being here. The Love Bug versus Saving Mr. Banks. See you later, Navigator. That was awesome. Saving Mr. Banks, Love Bug, Banks. Jeff, I know. Both of them are good. Saving Mr. Banks, the Love Bug, Saving Mr. Banks, Mr. Banks, Mr. Banks, Mr. Banks, Mr. Banks, Love Bug. Oh, this is actually kind of close. Where are we, Steve? 9-5. Melissa picks Saving Mr. Banks. That puts it at 10-5. So right now we are at 10-5. 10-5 going once. 11-5. And that's actually kind of a good one. Yes, congrats again to Chris on 1K. Yep, made it. Absolutely. All right, so it looks like at this point, Saving Mr. Banks is moving on. So Saving Mr. Banks moves on. Our next matchup is going to be the Parent Trap versus Muppet Treasure Island. Parent Trap versus Muppet Treasure Island. We're getting close, guys. We're almost down to our we're getting really, really close now. Appreciate y'all hanging in there. We did save Mr. Banks' Jelly's Journeys. Go Tom Hanks. Run, Forrest! Sorry, wrong movie. We saved Private Ryan. I know, wrong movie again. I can't help it. But this ain't no Toy Story. Parent Trap, Muppets, Parent Trap. Wow, Parent Trap's getting a lot of votes. Muppets, Parent Trap. Whoa, this is really close, actually. The Parent Trap versus Muppet Treasure Island. We saved Sheriff Woody. All right. Oh, I'll have to watch that, Jeff. Muppets. Melissa, did you vote? Did Melissa vote? Oh, she did. MTI. I don't know what MTI means. So that doesn't count, Melissa. No, I'm just kidding. 8-6 for who, Steve? Is that Muppets? Because I don't remember which one I said first. We saved Wilson. 8-7. The Muppets. Oh my gosh, this is really close. Yep, Melissa's always going to vote Muppets. Meg, for sure. Chris didn't vote yet, but he's saying Muppets. All right, so it looks like the Muppets are moving on. 9-7 Muppets. Going once. Going twice. Anybody else want to vote? Go ahead, guys. Give me one more. Muppets Forever, hashtag from Jeff. All right, so Muppets are moving on. That was really, really close. I really thought the Parent Trap was going to pull that one out. I really did. Close matchup. I would have, if it came to a tie, I would have picked Muppets. So, there you go. Muppets move on. Next matchup, bottom right matchup. Yeah, just assume that Chris is voting Muppets every time. Well, this is a 2, probably. Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe versus Pirates of the Caribbean. Whew, that's a tough one. Narnia versus Pirates of the Caribbean. Who does everybody vote for there? This is one of the tougher ones, I think. Meg, don't go anywhere, because I can't wait to see what you pick on the next round. Narnia versus Pirates of the Caribbean. Excuse me. There's a burp. Sponsored by D&G Explorers. It is tough, to be honest with you, Melissa. It looks like Pirates is running away with this one. Miguel, I'm with you. Steve, I think this is very, very tough. The whole story of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is an excellent, excellent story. The premise of it, what it means is fantastic. I love it. And I actually really enjoyed the movie a lot. I thought the movie was done really, really well. I love pirates too, but I think Narnia is a very underrated movie. Yes, Miguel, C.S. Lewis, for sure. It's really good. It's good. It really is. I don't think it gets its due. R. John says Pirates of Narnia. But the votes count, and the votes have been cast, and Pirates of the Caribbean is moving on quite easily. And Aslan is no more, but he will be back. If you've read the books. All right, so Pirates of the Caribbean moves on. So here we go. Next matchup. Bottom right corner, we have The Santa Claus versus Muppet Christmas Carol. So 2 Christmas movies. The Santa Claus versus Muppet Christmas Carol. Who does everybody pick there? The Santa Claus versus Muppet Christmas Carol. The Santa Claus versus Muppet Christmas Carol. Pizza Rizzo is reopening. It is, Jeff? Where did you hear that at? Jelly's Journeys, I get what you're saying. Yep, me too. I really like Narnia. I think it's good. Santa Claus. Santa, Satan Claus. James says Santa. Who is lactose intolerant. That's exactly right. He is. John says Muppets. Muppets, but my life goal is to be Santa Claus. Muppets to Santa Claus. Cool. All right. So it looks like, Steve, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like the Santa Claus won. Just let me know what the count is, but I think that's correct. It's the Muppets. You guys are funny. So the Santa Claus, it looks like, from what I'm seeing, it looks like the Santa Claus moves on. Okay. So the Santa Claus moves on. So now our bottom right-hand corner bracket, I think that's right for you guys, that is now ready to go. And now we're going to our bottom left-hand bracket. And this is the last of the 16. We're getting down to our final 8. Real close now. We have Cool Runnings versus National Treasure. Cool Runnings versus National Treasure. Cool Runnings versus National Treasure. Let me know. What do you guys pick there? Cool Runnings versus National Treasure. That's actually a tough one. National Treasure, Cool Runnings, National Treasure. National, Cool Runnings, National Treasure, Cool Runnings, Cool Runnings, National Treasure, National Treasure, National Treasure! Oh my God, this is really close. National Treasure, National Treasure. Wow, look at this. That's 5 in a row for National Treasure. That's amazing. 9-4 for National Treasure. Oh, but there's 2 more for Cool Running, Steve. This is close. This matchup is like a Cool Running. Just kidding. Miguel says, this is a tough one. I had to ask myself if I could only see one again, which would I go with? I agree. That's fair. I get that. We're going to steal the Declaration of Independence. Dolward Dad says, WDW News Today, Mouse Talk. May 4th, all new dessert, peanut butter and jelly. Really? Oh, man, it's going to close it again late May, early June. Why even open? I don't understand that. National Treasure, National Treasure. Gotta go, guys. See you later. Disney Nerd Herders, thank you very much for being here. Everybody say goodnight to Disney Nerd Herders. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great night. Thank you, Meg. I'm glad you like the puns. I try. I just try to make the chat fun, that's all. But they don't always work, as you can see. Yeah, I know. I wish it wasn't seasonal, Jeff. All right, so it looks like National Treasure is moving on, and Cool Runnings is not going to make it to the next round. That's too bad. All right, so National Treasure moves on. All right, so let's move on. The next matchup is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids versus The Princess Diaries. We are getting there, guys. We're getting really close. I appreciate y'all hanging in there. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids versus The Princess Diaries. Princess Diaries, Princess Diaries. I actually like both of these movies. I didn't think I'd like Princess Diaries, but I actually liked it. I thought it was fun. James Garcia says he's hungry. I think he meant Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, though. CUNY Kids. Shrunken Heads. Isn't that a group? Isn't that like a band? Or is that Talking Heads? Oh, it's Talking Heads. 6-6! Alright, come on now. We only got 12 votes and there's 22 people in here. Somebody else vote for us. Let's break this tie. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids versus The Princess Diaries. Are we going with the tiny people, or are we going with the royalty? 8 million years ago. I know. Is Trader Sam's here? Princess Diary for you per wisdom. So right now it looks like 7-6 for Princess Diaries. Steve says Princess Diaries. Chris says Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So we should be at like 8-7. 7-7? Okay. All right. So going once. I'll make the final vote if we don't get any more. For me. If it comes to that. We'll give it 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1 is the loneliest number. All right. Anyway, sorry guys. All right, so I will break the tie, and for me, I'm going to go with... Oh, there we go! Princess Diaries for Jelly's Journeys, and actually, I was going to pick that anyway. So, all right, so Princess Diaries moves on. Good job, Jelly's Journeys. So that was 8-7, right, Steve? All right, there we go. That's the tie break. Okay, so our 16 has been narrowed down to 8. I appreciate everybody hanging in there. I know we're losing a couple people, but I'm glad everybody that's still here is here. Thank you very, very much. I definitely appreciate you. We've got probably about 5 to 6 more matchups to go, and then this bracket will be done. Cancel the stream. Not on this one, Miguel. That's my one bad one for the night. No, I'm just kidding. All right, next matchup. So we're down to our awesome 8. Eight movies left. We're going to the top left, and this is where I need Meg for this one, because I'm intrigued by this matchup, and I want to see how she votes. We have Hocus Pocus versus the Mighty Ducks. I don't know how she's going to vote for this one. Hocus Pocus versus the Mighty Ducks. Somebody call Meg and make sure she votes on this one. Oh, I appreciate that, Jeff. Thank you, buddy. I just want everybody to have fun. That's all. I just appreciate people being here. And that's what matters most. So I just appreciate everybody being here. So Hocus Pocus, Mighty Ducks, Mighty Ducks, Hocus Pocus. Meg, Hocus Pocus, not even a question. Look at her. She didn't even say like, this is a hard one, or, oh, I got to think about this one. No, she just said Hocus Pocus. Mic drop. No, Treasure Island is still alive. Treasure Island is still alive. Yep, you're right, Chris. That one's still alive. Hocus Pocus, Hocus Pocus. 5-5. All right, we need some votes, folks. There's one. James Garcia. Well, Meg, you have to tell us it's hard. We don't know these things. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, look at Arjon. Arjon says he has to say Hocus Pocus for Meg. Yay, Arjon. Jelly's Journey says H, which I'm going to take as Hocus Pocus. More Sunshine, Please says The Mighty Ducks. Disney World Adventure says Mighty Ducks for Dougie. John says Mighty Ducks. So, Steve, if I'm not mistaken, Mighty Ducks is winning, or am I wrong? We're almost done, guys. We're getting really, really close. I appreciate y'all hanging in there. Jeff, that's okay, buddy. So we're at 9-7, Steve. Who got 9-7? Mighty Ducks is winning. So Zippity Doodad says the Mighty Ducks too. Oh my gosh. How about this? This could be a major upset. All right. So 10-7, 11-7. All right. So here we go. It looks like going once, going twice, and that's it. Meg, I hate to say it, but the Mighty Ducks got the votes, and the Mighty Ducks pulls the upset and moves on. All right, so Mighty Ducks moves on to the Final Four, and our next matchup, we're going to go to the bottom left to see which matchup is going to face the Mighty Ducks in the Final Four. We have National Treasure versus The Princess Diaries. I'm really surprised some of these movies made it to the final. National Treasure versus Princess Diaries. National Treasure versus Princess Diaries. How does everybody vote there? Excuse me. There's another burp. Sponsored by D&G. National Treasure ×2. Meg says her dad's playing. National Treasure's got the lead right now. Princess Diaries getting a couple votes here and there. Yeah, I actually like National Treasure. I think that's a good movie. I like the second one too, Book of Secrets. I like that. I thought that was pretty good. A couple more for Princess. All right. Okay. Well, National Treasure looks like this one's pretty easy. I don't think we have to wait too long. 13-4 for National Treasure. So National Treasure will move on to the Final Four, or the Fantasy Four. And so that side of the bracket, the left side is set. Let's get over to the right side. We have Saving Mr. Banks versus Muppet Treasure Island. Saving Mr. Banks versus Muppet Treasure Island. Now I'm interested to see what Melissa picks here. Saving Mr. Banks versus Muppet Treasure Island. For Meg, it's Saving Mr. Banks. Mr. Banks versus the Muppets. Steve says Muppets, Muppets, Muppets. Saving Mr. Banks, Muppets, Muppets. Saving Mr. Banks, Banks, Muppets. Jeff says Saving Mr. Banks. Chris says Muppets. Melissa says, do you know me at all? Yeah, but Melissa, you love Saving Mr. Banks. You really think you think Muppets is a better movie than Saving Mr. Banks? We'll talk later. Saving Mr. Banks, Banks, Banks. 8-7 on Saving Mr. Banks so far. Now look, folks. If it comes down to a tie, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to pick Saving Mr. Banks. So don't put it in my hands. More Sunshine says Saving Mr. Banks. At least I made it for the end. Chris, I'm glad you're here, buddy. We're almost done. Steve's World says 9-7. Okay, so 9-7 so far for Saving Mr. Banks. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, Chris. I agree. 100%. Not really. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Unless they're wrong. Exactly, Jeff. Trust me, Miguel, we're fine. Whether I wrote Muppets or not. I don't think she'll leave me for that. She might, I don't know. Oh, there you go. That's so funny. Alrighty. Alright, so, see, now I lost count because we got off subject. Steve, if I'm not mistaken, Muppets is down 9-7 and Mr. Banks is up, right? So that's going to, let's see. So we are going to count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2. One of my favorite sayings, there are two types of people in the world. Those who think Die Hard is a Christmas movie and those who are wrong. All right, so Saving Mr. Banks does pull it out and moves on to the next round. So they are in the Final Four as well. So our last matchup, to determine our final matchup for the Final Four, we have the Pirates of the Caribbean versus the Santa Claus. Woo, that's a tough one. Pirates versus Santa. Finally got the Muppets out. Miguel, what are you saying, man? I love the Muppets. I think the Muppets are great. I think they're fun. Pirates. All right, guys, this is it. We're just about done. I appreciate everybody hanging in here. You guys are great. Pirates. James says both. That's true. Santa Claus, Pirates. Santa, Pirates. Joey's World says Santa. Arjan says Pirates. Chris votes Steve. I'm not sure why. More Sunshine, please, says Pirates. Noah says Pirates. Chris says the Great Muppet Caper. Melissa says both. No, you can't vote for both, Melissa. You got to vote for one. Santa, Pirates. Pirates. So if I'm not mistaken, so far, Steve. I'm jilted, Chris. You're funny. Steve, where are we? What's our vote? Thanks, Meg. I appreciate you being here. Everybody say goodnight to Meg. Thanks, Meg. We're getting ready to head out ourselves. We just have a couple more matchups to finish this up. 3 more after this one, and then we're done. Good night, Jelly's Journeys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all being here for sure. We're almost done. So where are we, Steve, on the count? Is it? I think Pirates got it pretty easily, right? Oh, good. Kay's still here, too. Joey's World's still here. Good, guys. Guys, we got 3 matchups left. This is it. I appreciate you. All right, so it looks like Pirates is moving on, and now we are set. So our Fantasy 4 is set. And our first matchup, the winner of this one moves on to the championship. We have the Mighty Ducks versus National Treasure. Mighty Ducks versus National Treasure. I appreciate everybody hanging in there. We still got 21 watching, and we're 12 minutes past, so I appreciate very much. Steve says he votes for none of them. I'm surprised both of these made it to the finals. But Mighty Ducks versus National Treasure. So Melissa says National Treasure, Ducks, National Treasure, Ducks, National Treasure, Ducks. Right now, National Treasure's in the lead. National Treasure, Ducks. Ah, phone died. Had to run upstairs for iPad now. I have to catch my breath. Miguel, I know. National Treasure. Well, looks like this one's pretty well set, if I'm not mistaken. Right now, Steve, if I'm not mistaken, we got National Treasures in the lead by. I didn't think it was that close. Oh, 8-4. Okay. All right, so National Treasure's in the lead at 8-4. Yeah, me too, Jeff. I know what you mean, buddy. Stairs or something else. All right, so National Treasure's up 8-4. And that's where we lost the FBI. So 8-4 going once for National Treasure. Ducks, 8-5, okay. James Garcia throwing one in there last second. So 8-5 going once. 8-5 going twice. And I would have voted for National Treasure too. There's Arjan's just kind of solidifying it. Okay, so National Treasure is moving on to the final. They have made it to the championship. How about that? Okay, you're funny. You can vote for Dougie, but I don't think it's going to make a difference, unfortunately. No, I agree, Miguel. But you know what? For that side of the bracket, that's what made it. That's what made it. I know it's kind of surprising too. I agree. Bye-bye, Ducks. Okay, so who will face National Treasure? Is it going to be Saving Mr. Banks, or is it going to be Pirates of the Caribbean? There you go. Saving Mr. Banks versus Pirates of the Caribbean. And me personally, I think the winner of this matchup is probably the winner of this bracket. Pirates of the Caribbean for Miguel. Steve says Saving Mr. Banks. Pirates. Saving Mr. Banks. Yes, Chris, Miguel is disappointed the Muppets were eliminated. Mr. Banks, Pirates. Yeah, this is a tough one. This is one of the toughest ones we've had so far. Pirates, Mr. Banks. So 6-4 Pirates right now, guys. Close matchup. Come on, let's get some more votes in there. Would love to see some more. Pirates, but I feel like I'm cheating not voting for Mr. Banks. Jeff, that's okay, buddy. It's your vote. So Pirates is up 7-4. Zippity Doodad says Pirates 8-4. So it looks like at this point, Pirates is well on its way, unless we get some last-minute votes. All right, 8-5. There's John. Good job, John. Good vote, buddy. Steve, you can throw mine in there for Mr. Banks too, 8-6. But it's not going to matter. Chris says if he's sitting down to watch one of these, he's going to be watching the Pirates. All right, so 9-5 at this point. All right, so it looks like going once. It looks like going twice. Not tonight, Jeff, I can tell you that. So there we go. So Pirates of the Caribbean pulls off, I think, probably an upset and beats Saving Mr. Banks. So here we go. Last matchup of the night. You guys are voting. We got 20 people in here. Let's try to get at least 18 votes out of this. National Treasure versus Pirates of the Caribbean. Go. Who do you guys vote for? National Treasure versus Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates. I kind of think, and that's National Treasure. There's one. There's two. Good for you, Steve. Good for you, RV and Disney. Way to get them in there. Pirates. And that's kind of what I was saying. I mean, The Force Awakens. Ducks. Archon, you're funny. I did too. National Treasure. There's one. I kind of thought Saving Mr. Banks versus Pirates of the Caribbean, whoever won that one, I kind of figured would probably win the whole bracket at that point once it got in there against National Treasure. Those two movies are really good movies for sure. The Force Awakens. And it's funny you talk about Star Wars because that's what we're going to talk about in a minute. Hey, Greg Cooper, welcome in. We're just finishing up. All right, so last 5 seconds, and then we are going to finalize this bracket, and then we will call it a night. All right, so going once, going twice, and that's it. Our champion of the live-action Disney movies, as they get even more votes, is Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. It makes it all the way through, beats out 63 other live-action movies on the way to winning the live-action bracket. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that a lot. I loved it. I thought it was a lot of fun. If I could have saved one, Miguel, obviously I would have saved Mr. Banks. I think that was probably my favorite of the 64. I really enjoyed that movie. It's a lot of fun. That's the one I got. But where's the rum? Why is the rum always gone? But yeah, that was my pick. I mean, I would have saved Mr. Banks. I think that's what he meant. I think that was supposed to be a pun. All right, let's see. So that's our bracket. I want to thank everybody again. A few quick plugs. Obviously, theliveplace.com. You all know about him. Dean over at The Live Place. Please check him out. Family-friendly live streams throughout the week. You have all kinds of great people going live. Dee and Miguel, or Dee is going live very, very soon over at the Disney Life for me. It's going to be another, talk about matchups tonight. You have Aladdin versus Hercules. It's a great matchup. Be sure to check them out. Tomorrow night is Meg. Thursday night, Melissa and I will be back. Friday is, of course, Resort TV 1. Saturday is myself and Steve with our with our sports night on Saturdays at 8. But before us is, of course, Disney Fiasco with Disney Dan, who's back this week. Be sure to check him out. Please give us a like if you haven't already for tonight. 10 p.m. tonight, right. At Disney Life for Me, D will be there. I'm getting a bracket together of 64 of the top Star Wars characters. 64 Star Wars characters. We're going to put them in a bracket. I'm going to let you guys vote on the best Star Wars characters. That's another stream that'll be coming up soon. I don't think it'll be next week. I wanted to talk about something different, but I think it'll be the week after that. So come back for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. But thank you, everybody, for joining us. I'm hoping I didn't miss anybody. It definitely means a lot to myself and Melissa for you to be here and supporting us. I mean, we're running 20 minutes over, and we still got 22 people in here. But come back for that other stream. We definitely appreciate everybody. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, Steve, for being the designated counter as usual. Check out my partner channel, Steve's World. He goes live on Mondays. He does great live streams as well. We're very lucky to have him as a partner. He does wonders. But and of course AJ, the Kingdom Times. Don't see as much of AJ, but he's still our partner channel, and we want to be sure we shout him out. He goes live once a month, and check him out as well. But thank you, everybody. Really appreciate you. It's been a lot of fun. Appreciate the support. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll talk to everybody soon. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.